Steve, tomorrow really shaping up to be likely a very long night for you. What are you watching for in Virginia?
Looking very suspenseful, Shep. Well, here it is. Use this as a starting point. You just heard from Kayla there. The recent trend, Virginia's been getting bluer, and when Donald Trump was president, it got a lot bluer. You see, he lost the state by 10 points. Why did it get so much bluer? It's because of the suburbs of Washington, D.C., the suburbs of Richmond, big, densely populated areas. That was the epicenter of the Trump backlash in Virginia. Republicans lost a ton of ground in these areas during Donald Trump's presidency. This is a huge question tomorrow night. I'm going to be watching how much of those Trump-era gains can Democrats, can Terry McAuliffe hold on to in the suburbs in Virginia? How many inroads can Glenn Youngkin and the Republicans make? Because if Youngkin can make enough inroads in these suburbs, he could win the state. If Youngkin wins the state doing that, Republicans all across the country, I guarantee you, are taking notes, because that would be a recipe that could be exported potentially outside Virginia for the 2022 midterm elections.
You know, Steve, Kayla mentioned that McAuliffe's really having to contend with President Biden sinking approval ratings. There's a new polling on that, right? How bad is it?
NBC poll here, election eve in Virginia. Here's Joe Biden's approval rating nationally. Look at that, 42% for the president, low 40s, now well over 50% on the disapproval rating. If you break this down by party here, you zoom right in on independent voters, Biden under 40 approval, mid-50s on the disapproval. By the way, if you just looked at Virginia, which is voting tomorrow, and you looked at Biden's average approval rating in Virginia polling, that sits not much better, just 45%. We also asked here on some issues, where do Democrats have the advantage on the issues right now? The coronavirus comes to mind, climate change, two issues where Democrats have an advantage. But when we ask on which party you'd prefer on these issues, here's the Republican edge. This one, I'll circle it for you, but it should jump right out at you. The economy, look at that now in our poll by an 18-point margin. That's what that means. Voters say they would rather have the Republicans handling the economy than the Democrats. That is a powerful issue advantage for the Republicans, especially with Biden's approval rating so low.
Kornacki, thank you.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.